Hey guys, this is Mattison, and welcome to Monday Night Spotlight. Now, this spotlight, we're going to do something a little bit different. Normally, I would talk about like any news, gossip, rumors about movies, TV shows, actors, video games, books, so on and so forth. But we're going to do something a little different here. So, with it being close to the new year, I thought it would be kind of fun, and there was this post that I saw online, and it kind of listed like the upcoming movie posters that are going to be coming out next year. Regardless if they're real or not, some of them, just the first three that I saw, I know they're real, so we're going to talk about those, and some that we think, I don't know if they're real or not, but regardless or not, if it's not real or if it's like fan-made, how an amazing idea would this kind of movie be? So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get started. So the first movie is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. And that is going to be released May 5th of 2023, so next year. And I am looking forward to this movie. I'm very, very excited, and it looks like the rumors are true. We're gonna get a little bit of a backstory with Rocket, and Rocket's my favorite character right now, and I just love the relationship between him and Groot. It's hilarious, it's funny, and the villain for Guardians of the Galaxy is going to be starring Will Poulter. Now that is an amazing job for Will. So the recent thing that Will Poulter has done is he has played, I want to say his name is Andy or Anthony, I can't remember, or maybe his counterpart, but he played one of the main characters in Supermassive's The Dark Anthology Little Hope. Now it's a video game where your decisions is gonna impact the characters, whether they stay alive or if you accidentally kill them. It's actually a really fun game. I enjoy it, and the recent one came out is The Devil Within Me. I played that one too, and I'm looking forward to it Saturday again. So I'm going to be playing it Saturday, and Mike's going to be here. So I'm going to be streaming it, so I hope you guys look forward to it, and the Twitch information is going to be down below. So it's probably going to start early afternoon, but just update, follow me on Twitch so you guys can kind of see what's going on and just listen to the shenanigans that we're doing. But anyways, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, I am looking forward to this. This is going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. And recently I have seen the holiday special, so it was pretty good. It was actually funny. I'll do a little bit more on the review later this year. So the next poster is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 1. I fell in love with the very first Spider-Man movie, like from the time I was a teeny tot all the way to now. And I've seen the last Spider-Man focusing on the character Miles Morales, and it's really fun. I love the art style. It's so unique. Looks like we're gonna get different varieties of Spider-Man. So, we got the Peter Parker Spider-Man, and we got just a whole lot. I'm looking forward to it. I cannot wait. So the next poster is kind of interesting. This film is called Wonka. Now Wonka is based off, the book of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, and this is the newer adaptation of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory and Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. So from just like the small screenshots that I've seen, it looks like we're going to be focusing on a younger Willy Wonka. So this might be before he decided to place the golden tickets in the candy bar and distribute them to like consumers all around the world. So if that's what we're dealing with, if we're going to look at like a younger Willy Wonka, that's going to be really interesting. So I can't wait to kind of see what we're going to do with this. The next one is obvious Indiana Jones films. Now I have never seen any Indiana Jones films ever whatsoever, but with Ford Harrison returning, yeah, that's a big deal to a whole lot of people, and for those that grew up, Indiana Jones films it's kind of like an action adventure film. So I don't care about the films personally, but I hear a lot of good things. The genre and the mix just doesn't fit with me, but I hope you guys are looking forward to this. Now, if there's any films that I don't feel excited on, but you guys do, express your guys' excitement and reactions, because I know there's going to be things where you guys are going to say, I don't know, but I'm really looking forward to it. So, this is all about like opinions and slowly welcoming newcomers into the series. So, Indiana Jones, what do you guys think of Indiana Jones? Are you looking forward to it? So the next trailer is Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Now, this is going to open up a whole new phase of the MCU, because Black Panther: Wakanda Forever was closing out the previous phase, and I think it was phase 3, phase 2, phase 3, and Quantumania is opening 3, 4. I don't remember. Bill Murray is in it. I'm quite surprised that he's going to be in this. So I'm not sure exactly what role he's going to play. Yeah. So Ant-Man is not really my favorite MCU. Ant-Man is not really my favorite Marvel character, but I really like the hysterical and the comedy, and just the smart remarks that come from Ant-Man. So, yeah, I'm obviously planning to go see it. Quantumania comes out in February, so I'll kind of give a review on Quantumania when it comes out. So the next film I know I'm going to be hassled on about is called The Marvels. Now, I know there's a Miss Marvel out on Disney Plus, and I've yet to finish the rest of it. I've only seen episode 1, and I know the series is very short, but I heard great things about Miss Marvel, and I'm looking forward to seeing about the Miss Marvel's movies. I feel like it's gonna be another like female empowerment film, so inspire little girls to be strong and stuff. And I think it's gonna be a fun chick flick film to see with your best friends and stuff. So yeah, Miss Marvel's, I think it's gonna be fun. So the next is I was gonna say Seaman, that's not right. Aquaman. And you can see the fins of like sharks, and looks like whales, maybe a dolphin. Aquaman with Jason Momoa, and the whole mess with Johnny Depp's ex Amber. It doesn't sound like she's gonna reprise her role anymore. I'm not sure who's gonna be playing. I can't think of her name, but I'm not sure who is going to replace the role. So we'll just have to take a look, and we'll just kind of keep an eye out for it. Now, I don't know anything about this film. This film by Christopher Nolan, it's called Oppenheimer. The World Forever Changes. So I don't know much about it. If you guys want to fill me in on that, please let me know in the comments down below. But it looks like we got a good cast of actors, including Emily Blunt, Matt Damon, Robert Downey Jr. And it's been a while since I've seen a Robert Downey Jr. film that is not Iron Man. So he's a really good actor, and I hope he does justice to who he's gonna play in this film. The next is Chapter 4 of John Wick. Now, I tried getting into the John Wick films. It's just not me. But my husband enjoys it. So we'll know a little bit more about Chapter 4 John Wick story later. Okay. The Super Mario Brothers movie. So I was excited. However, I think it was a dumb move to have Chris Pratt be the voice of Mario. Now, I'm not saying he's a bad actor whatsoever. That's not it at all. He's an amazing actor. Mario is an Italian plumber. So it would be wise to put somebody who is Italian and have the accent, or get the original guy that played Mario for many, many years to come back and reprise his role. Now, we've had the original voice for Tails come in to reprise her role in the Sonic film. Why can't we do that for Super Mario Brothers? I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing Jack Black play as Bowser. Now, I'm not going to go in theaters to watch this. I'll probably wait till it comes out in streaming. But we'll see how Mario Brothers movies rise. It is a genre of video game, and that genre is like kind of the underdog genre. It doesn't reach high, but Sonic was able to do that. So we'll just have to wait and see April 7th on what the critics and what the audience say about Mario Brothers. Transformers Rise of the Beasts. Now, my husband gave up on Transformers a long time ago. I'm kind of looking forward to this film. I know my dad is a Transformer fan when it comes to the movies. So I saw the trailer for Power is Primal, Transformers Rise of the Beast, and it looks awesome. It actually looks really good. I won't lie. So it comes out this coming summer. I can't wait to go see this. I think that's what I'm going to do for Father's Day for my dad is I'll probably take him to go see Transformers Rise of the Beast. So, well, again, we'll wait and see what happens. But I am looking forward to Transformers. So the next is The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. Don't ask me anything about The Hunger Games because the answer is I don't know. I know nothing of the Hunger Games. All I know is, I guess they're in this game. It's a game to survival. It's before the times of Squid Game. And it previously was a book series. So I guess the book did well. The movie did mediocre-ish. But it depends on who's the fan of the Hunger Games. I can't give you a true, opinion of it because I've never seen it. But I like the emblem that it has in the back. It does look... It looks pretty cool. Okay. So Blue Beetle. Blue Beetle is DC. And I've been getting numerous of crackdowns of Blue Beetle. So it looks... I mean, I'm not a DC fan, so it's kind of hard to, really get into it. I know, nothing really about Blue Beetle. Other than it looks like we have the very first DC Latino superhero who plays as Blue Beetle. And it's kind of hard to really describe it other than that's just really all I know. So we'll kind of wait and see what the critics say about Blue Beetle. Dune Part 2. Don't get me started. I have no doubt when the audience members for theaters went to go see Dune Part 1, nobody expected it to be Part 1. Dune is part of a book series, and I think this is taking part of book 1 and maybe book 2. I don't know. My husband's read the book, so it was very slow pace. I saw this on HBO Max last summer. It was a kind of like a slow pace-ish. It didn't really catch me. It did not really catch me, but my husband was into... he was into the action and stuff, so I'll sit for him and I'll watch it for him, but it's not really for me. So I can't tell you how many times I've brought up Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. But one day. It's only going to go to theaters one day. I'm not sure exactly, why it's only going to go to one day. And I mean, I want to see it, but I don't know if I want to go see it in theaters. I'm still debating on it, but I have February 15th to decide. I don't know if I want to see this in theaters. Honestly, I think I'm going to wait until it streams. And hopefully it streams on Netflix or, what's that stream for like horror film, Shudder or HBO Max or something like that. Some theories have kind of come across with Blood and Honey. Pooh and Piglet, they were old friends of Christopher Roberts, and they're adults now, and they're dressed as Piglet and Pooh because they're upset that Christopher grew up and he left them behind. It could be serial killers. I don't know. We won't know until we get there, but 2 weeks for filming. This movie was very, very rushed. So I'll hold my mouth until we see exactly what the critics say for Blood and Honey. I don't think I'll see this in theaters. I'll wait until it comes out on streaming. So the next is Shazam, Fury of the Gods. I know nothing of Shazam. The previous film that you need to see if you do decide to see Fury of the Gods is Black Adam. I guess Black Adam and Shazam kind of have a correlation with each other. Megan. Okay. I know little of Megan, but when I first saw this, I thought it was like a little girl. I had no idea it was a doll. That's apparently a doll. So, this is from James Wan, who is the producer of Annabelle and Blumhouse producer of The Black Phone. I've yet to see The Black Phone. I want to see The Black Phone. I heard it was really good. Okay. So, they're saying, we're going to push Chucky aside, and we're going to bring a new girl in called Megan. So speaking of Chucky, just a really, really quick update about Chucky. I know this is supposed to be specifically about movie trailers and stuff, but I need to get this out because I'm actually excited for this. Chucky creator is confirming a crossover is happening. So you know how we had Freddy versus Jason, or Frankenstein and Wolfman, or Dracula and Alien versus Predator, blah 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 blah. Series creator Don Mancini, who has been, involved with Chucky since day one, is looking at a crossover. But that's all we know. There's not much exactly there's not much that's out in regards to Chucky having a crossover. Well, I see Chucky versus Leprechaun. That can be a good one. It's really hard because I'm not sure exactly who Chucky can have a crossover with. Chucky was, a killer doll from the 80s, and we had Freddy versus Jason. The only really crossover that I can see is Mike Myers, but I doubt that's going to happen. So again, we'll wait and see what they say, but I need to see this, and I've fallen behind on the Chucky series that was released on USA since last year. I was very dedicated to it, but during that time, my husband and I were moving. We had Sherlock. He was in school. I had no great internet back then, so hopefully I can find a way to revisit Chucky. I know I finished season 1. I know that for sure. But season 2, I have not finished. So I need to find a way to find season 2. But Megan, fun. I don't think I'll go see it. I think maybe I'll wait for streaming. Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. Now, I'm not a Mission Impossible fan. Never have been. So we'll just kind of see what everyone else says about it. Fast X. Yeah, I'm totally ready for Fast X. Fast 10. I've been a Fast and Furious fan since I was a little kid. It's a me, mom, and dad thing. So kind of like my husband and my mother-in-law, they have a thing with Star Wars. Fast and Furious is me, mom, and dad. So I'm looking forward to Fast X. I love the action pack story. It's a little dramatic, but it's not as bad. I like the action that just kind of makes up the slow pace of the dramatic scenes. I'm looking forward to it. Creed 3. I know nothing of Creed. Sorry. Barbie. Okay. The fact that we have a live action Barbie movie. I don't think it's going to do well in theaters. I really don't. There's just something about the idea that did really well on paper, but when we execute it, it didn't go right. But it looks like Margot. I can never think of her name, but she was the one that played Harley Quinn in Suicide Squad. So it looks like she's playing as Barbie. So I'm kind of wondering who Ken's gonna be. Yeah, so I don't think it's gonna do well in theaters, but we'll just see. The Flash, quite surprising, despite the legal issues that happen. We have a Flash movie. Huh. Now I got into the Flash, the CW Flash. And I think they should have kept that actor and not, opt him out for somebody else who got himself into legal trouble. I think it was just a bad move. And despite everything that happened, I can't believe we're still releasing the Flash film. So we'll kind of see what happens. I mean, there's been some DC films that my husband and I just kind of avoid going because it doesn't stand as high as Marvel films. So we'll see what critics and audience goers says. Meg the Trench. Meg the Trench. Huh. Okay. So we previously did have a Meg film starring Jason Statham. Very action-packed. I'm kind of wondering why we're doing another Meg film. Meg, for those that don't know, is short for Megalodon. And if you don't know what Megalodon is, it is a story told or ancient folklore that this shark is just huge and wide. It's just a really big shark, okay? That's it. It's just a giant ass shark. We'll kind of see. Again, I don't think it'll do hot in theaters, but I don't think it'll be bad either. I think it'll be on a... It was good. I don't think I'll watch it again, but it was good. I thought we were done. I thought we were done with Scream, but apparently, Scream Part 6, Ghostface Takes Manhattan. Okay. I know I'm going to see this, not by choice. Dungeons and Dragons, Honor Among Thieves. We got Michelle Rodriguez, so that's pretty good. I like Michelle Rodriguez. And also starring is Justice Smith. He played one of the main leads in Detective Pikachu. And those that have played The Quarry, he is Ryan. Supermassive The Quarry game. He is also Ryan. So Dungeons and Dragons is based off on a game back in the 80s, and it's different stories. One person plays as the DM or the dungeon master, and they come up with scenarios, and the other characters, they make random quotes, they roll the die, and they just use the die and use mathematics and do all this crazy weird stuff in order to stay alive. So I'm not by myself. I would totally not go, but my husband might go. Maybe Andrew and Mike might go, and maybe I'll have to go, but we'll kind of see again what critics say. I feel this isn't really considered a video game because Dungeons and Dragons is a board game. It first came out as a board game. So it's kind of like Clue. It's like in that same game genre as Clue. That's the best way to put it. So we'll see. We'll see what, again, critics and moviegoers say. The Little Mermaid. A lot of people were not happy. A lot of people were happy. It's not the live action choice. It's the fact of the casting of Ariel. Now I don't understand why. I mean, I can't really tell you. I've never seen The Little Mermaid, so I don't know. And I'm trying to like avoid the drama and stay away from the drama and just, you know, it is what it is. I can't control that, but I might skip it. Just again because I've never seen The Little Mermaid, and it just don't appeal to me. Kraven the Hunter, another villain from the Marvel Universe, one of Spider-Man's villains. And it was a studio that brought us Venom and Morbius. So it's Sony. That makes me a little nervous. Because Venom did very well. It delivered very, very well. Morbius sucked. And I gave Morbius the benefit of the doubt. I should not have given it the benefit of the doubt. It was the worst Marvel movie I have ever seen. I was not happy about it. I was very, very disappointed in Morbius. So hopefully Kraven will kind of keep the same level with Venom. I hope Sony learned their mistakes with Morbius and learn and pull out exactly what they did right with Venom. And they'll use what they did right with Venom and execute it in Kraven. I've seen the trailer. Cocaine Bear. It's so funny, it's true. And this really is true. So the actions with the bear is probably not true. They just gave it like a shock factor. But according to what I understand, I guess an overhead plane flew overhead and some guys dropped like thousands of dollars of cocaine in the middle of the woods, and I think it was Tennessee or something like that. It was somewhere in the east there. It was somewhere around there. So I'm not sure. So I'm not sure exactly how well Cocaine Bear will do. I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be hilarious. Shale Jackson Jr. is going to be in the film, and he is Ice Cube's son. And we'll see. We'll see. The Equalizer 3, starring Denzel Washington. I know nothing about The Equalizer, but it's a very action, adventure-y sort of drama. The Expendables 4. I heard it was a comedic film. Either that or I'm thinking of something totally different. But I heard it was like a comedy action. That's all I know. Evil Dead Rise. I know nothing about Evil Dead Rise. That name does sound familiar, though. Renfield. Okay. Interesting. I know nothing about Renfield. This is the first I've heard. It looks like Nicolas Cage is going to be in a main role. So we'll kind of see how that goes. Elemental. I'm looking forward to Elemental a lot. Opposites attract. So I think there's just going to be a good relationship and showing, you can have a good relationship even, if opposites attract. I'm looking forward to it. I hope that's exactly what this is. And, it's going to put maybe me in tears a little bit. This might hit me home just a bit. Because my husband and I are total opposites of each other. So it's really fun. It's really fun to, be with someone who is totally opposite of you, or how your weakness is their strength, or their strength is, or their weakness is your strength. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I cannot wait. Operation Fortune. Yeah, I know nothing about Operation Fortune. It's the first I've heard. Knock at the Cabin. Save your family or save humanity. Make the choice. Ooh, wow. Okay. This is gonna be a interesting one. First time I heard about this film, but let's see how this movie will receive at the box office. Pathan, a Yash Aj Films. I know nothing about it. First time I heard about this film. I'm actually looking forward to this film. I've heard about this film on ads a few times, Shotgun Weddings, with Josh Duhamel and Jennifer Lopez. It actually looks funny. It actually looks really funny, a little bit dramatic. It's going to be streaming on Prime January 27th. So we'll revisit Shotgun Wedding. I'll probably watch this and do a quick review on it. It really does look funny. The Nun 2, kind of pulling off the same like MCU. The Nun is part of the Conjuring universe, and this is the second part of the Nun movie list. I know nothing about the Nun. I've only heard of it. Nicolas Cage starring The Old Way. Now, I don't know anything about The Old Way. First time I've heard about this film, but just the style of the poster, it's interesting. It fooled me thinking that this was like a 50s, 60s, maybe early 70s film. So we'll wait and see what Old Way will bring to the table. The Exorcist. I think this is going to be a revisit or a revamp of the very popular film The Exorcist that came out in the 70s. So this is the first that I've heard of a possible revamp of The Exorcist. So again, we'll see what the audience and critics say. So that is it. I've gone around the whole list. What did you guys think of the movie trailers? What movies are you looking forward to, and what movies are you not looking forward to? Thank you so much for stopping in at Cyntillating Reviews. Like this video, subscribe to Cyntillating Reviews, help me make it grow. I want to see something come out of it. If you want to be notified for personal videos or all my content, make sure you click that bell down below. I have TikTok and Instagram where I'll post updates and keep tabs of upcoming content. I don't have anything planned for a 300 subscriber special, but it looks like I do have a community page right now. So if you guys have any thoughts on what I should do, please put your thoughts there. And once we get to 300, I'll kind of create a list and a poll, and we'll do votes once we get to 300. Look forward to that, and we will see you guys in another day. Bye!